So I want to give you some tips about Voir Dire and how to make it as effective as possible, and some things that I've learned over the years. Jury selection or voir dire is not only the most important part of the trial, but it's also, I think, the most difficult part of the trial, especially for younger lawyers. It gets a bit easier as you do more of it, but I think it's always a bit difficult. You meet 40 or 50 new strangers, and they've got this lawyer in a suit and tie standing up, asking them all of these personal questions about how they feel and their biases and their prejudices in front of everybody, in front of the judge, in front of your clients. And it's a very awkward position that we are putting them in, but it's so necessary. And so you're trying to peel back these layers to get to know these folks better in a very confined period of time. Most judges want you done in 2 hours or less. I think the first thing that we have to do when it comes to voir dire is change our mindset about it. I learned this from Nick Rowley and many other trial lawyers. I think a lot of us, when we come in to do a voir dire and we're meeting all of these new people, we come in with the mindset of, man, I don't like that person. Oh, she's looking at me funny. I don't want her on my jury. That person's a different color than me. I wonder if they're going to be biased against me. We have this really negative mindset about the people that are walking into that courtroom to potentially sit on our jury. And I think we've got to shift that. These are people who are coming to help us. They are coming to do justice for our client, and they just need to hear his or her story. And so I think if we shift our mindset about it, it's easier to have these conversations with them. The second tip really starts before voir dire. It's really knowing your case, knowing the issues in your case, so that when you're preparing what you want to discuss with the jury, you can discuss some of those issues and themes that are going to be present in your case. I write them out. I write out the hot button issues. If my client is Muslim and I'm in a conservative venue and I think there may be some prejudice against my client, I'm gonna address that Muslim issue head on. And what I also think is important is to think ahead about the type of juror that you would like on a particular type of case. And the last tip I would give for voir dire is try to be conversational. Do not outwardly react to what someone says. Listen to them, thank them for being candid with you, because you want them to be honest with you. Always have your poker face on. Make eye contact with them. And to close, voir dire gets easier as you do more and more and more of it. You just have to do it. You just have to practice it. Don't be afraid of it. Confront it front on and just be prepared.